tips. While I was off camera, I reseated the RAM, some of these other cables.
People, this is Michael. How may I help you?
Hi, Michael. My name is Chris with South Bay Tech Gurus, and you mailed me a receptacle for a Dell 15, an Inspiron 15 3000. I guess the little power adapter was splayed out. You know how the little needle goes exploded inside?
Okay.
So basically, I physically swapped it out, and I still got a no-go. I'm wondering if there's any little tidbits or tricks that you can tell me, because I've seen this happen once before where physically the connector was bad. So I figured, well, if that's fairly obvious, let's go ahead and swap it out. But it's the second time I've done it where the machine just doesn't want to react. It doesn't want to turn on. Is there a situation where these motherboards just short out?
A lot of variables here. Yes, I'm going to say yes. There's always a situation where that can happen. I mean, let me get more information from you. I'm not able to help you more.
Yeah.
One is, do you have an order number from that part you bought?
I can look it up. I didn't expect you to work. You guys are so good at your customer service here. I'm sorry. I wasn't quite.
Why don't you just give me the phone number that you had on the order?
Probably 855-434-8787. I have another phone number.
855?
Yeah, 855-434-8787.
8787. Search that real quick.
All right.
I don't see any order.
All right, try this one. 310 948 5429.
All right, just a minute.
Oh, so frustrating. You think you got physical damage to resolve and still no go.
I hear you. I'll get it sorted out. The most recent order I see is from December 16th. It's an overnight shipment for $53.72 to Chris.
Yeah, it would see
Okay, that's probably it. Okay, so I guess what I'll ask you then, that jack works on various machines, but either way, I'm not familiar. They're all, the charging circuit is going to be somewhere on all the machines that use that.
Right.
So before the jack itself, the internal part of that jack.
Yeah.
The original one you said was mangled. It was damaged. You can see the metal pins. And
yeah, it was physically obvious.
Okay, so you replaced the jack, and you're still not getting no power at all? Or
correct. Yeah, it doesn't power, no charge, no. I've physically reseated the battery, and I was wondering if maybe even without the battery it would turn on. So no, I did try to reseat the battery also.
So with everything working properly in a Dell laptop like that, with the battery removed and the charger plugged in with a good DC jack and no broken circuits, it will turn on and operate without the battery.
Right. Yeah, that's what I figured.
The battery for testing, you can test without the battery just to rule that out as being an issue.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: have you confirmed that your charger is good?
I have a second charger, which I know is good, so I can't. And it looks like the customer that brought me their machine brought me not a factory replacement, a knockoff from China.
Market.
Yeah,
okay.
but
you have charged.
Yeah.
Another machine and it works.
I have no chargers. Yes, I have a pile of them because of issues like this. Yes.
Okay, so you have a known good working charger.
Yeah.
Have you checked with a multimeter that the power is flowing through that jack into the pins into the jack?
No, I haven't. I'm going to do that next. But go ahead.
Whenever you plug in the charger, is the computer shutting the charger off? Is your charger turning?
No, I've seen that. I've seen that behavior too. But no, there's no light on this particular. Even the Dell factory one doesn't have a light on it. The spare one that I have doesn't have a light that would turn off. But yes, I know what behaviors you are speaking of.
So when you got this machine in, the jack was mangled, but was it the same thing? No power, it wouldn't come on at all.
Correct.
Okay, so you kind of have the same issue regardless with the broken jack or the new jack. It's still doing the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, no. Now, when I say there's no power, there's no indication at all. No power lights or. No
correct. Yeah, like this particular power switch does have a lit button where it would light if it were turned on.
Okay, and it doesn't light up?
Correct.
It's possible. I mean, I've seen over the years, if you got a broken jack, it's possible there was a short that got fed into the board and caused a problem on the board. I don't know that's what it is, but it's possible.
Yeah, obviously.
I would check, if you have a multimeter, unplug the jack from the board and check your black and red contacts and see if you've got 19.5 volts or right around that.
All right.
Charger plugged in. If you do, and you plug it into the board and the board's still not coming up, I mean, you might have a board issue. You might want to address or look at your power button and make sure there's nothing wrong with the power button.
Right. Is there a way to bypass the power button?
I don't know what machine you have. Actually, yes, I do. You have an Inspiron 3593.
Yeah. It looks like the power button. The power button is. Go ahead. I also reseated the.
What you're saying. I'm just letting this thing load right now.
Yeah. No, I also reseated the CMOS battery too.
Okay. So you have no indication of power at all.
Yeah, it looks like the power button. Go ahead.
I'm just on the Inspiron 3593. Have you tried seeing if there's any indication of power without your LCD or RAM plugged in and daughter boards, things like that? Like literally just the motherboard and DC jack?
Yeah, I did. Yes, I actually pulled the RAM out. What I just realized is what I thought I reseated was the power button. What I think I did earlier was the daughter board for the USB A, and the camera memory is the one I reseated. Now that I realize the power button is a smaller ribbon cable, I haven't tried to reseat yet. Let's see here.
It wouldn't hurt checking it. So the power button on that machine, it looks like, is actually if I can get a zoomed in picture here, that looks like a 4-wire power button.
Yeah, it's well, it's one of those tiny ribbons. I don't know how many pins.
Yeah, I see the photo of it. It's a 4-pin. So, I mean, I'm not supposed to officially tell you this, but yes, you can bypass your power button by just taking like a screwdriver and bridging a connector that the power button's plugged into.
Right. Yeah. All right.
If you bridge the outer, if you just touch the outer pin to the center pin, that simulates what the power button's doing.
Right. It's just a weird coincidence. Yeah, I just find the coincidence weird that it's physical damage, and I have had this happen. And weeks ago, I tried to do the same thing where it was physically obviously damaged, and then because of the nature of that little pin, I guess it's actually physically manufactured out of several pieces of metal. I don't know if that's why it gets shorted out. So, yeah, it's just frustrating.
Well, I mean, the short shouldn't happen because, I mean, I've seen occasions that can happen. The short, the way they design that thing, the center part is the hot part, and all those center metal pins are all hot. So,
yeah.
as long as those center pins are staying inside the barrel connector, it doesn't really matter if they're bent and mangled.
Got it.
The power's not on the outside.
Right.
Outside the ground side.
But if you try to plug it in, go ahead.
I was just saying, if one of those little contacts in the jack was to make its way outside,
exactly,
and somebody shoved it in there,
you're
putting ground on hot, and that could.
That's my theory.
The board, it might also just reset it might trip your power adapter doing that. In that moment before it trips, it might have burnt something out on the board. I don't know.
That's what I'm afraid of. It looks like he might have mangled it by shoving it in there.
Yep, I've seen customers do everything. I would check your DC jack and just see if you're getting 19.5 volt.
Yeah.
I mean, you can follow. I don't know that board, myself, but you can follow it back a little bit. It should break off in like a 3.5, a 5, and a 19.
Right.
For the different power supplies, but it's possible you need a board. I can't say for sure, but you might have caused problems with the board.
You want to check on the parts cost? I mean, this guy seems to be in a fair amount of heavy hurry. That's why he wanted this thing overnighted.
Yeah,
but
sure.
let's at least get a price cost. Yeah. How frustrating. Let's see here.
Loading up the boards right now.
Yeah.
Motherboard for that machine. Looks like I have one. Different CPU speed. I have one in stock. 4-core UMA. Looks like that was a dual-core machine, so you'd have to stay with a dual-core board unless you wanted to replace a bunch of other stuff.
Right.
Heat sink, I think, in a frame. Anyway, I do have a i3 dual-core board in stock for 120.
All right. Let me call him up. I don't know what kind of hurry he's in. Maybe he just wants me to grab data so he can move on to a USB drive or something. Yeah.
You have a board if you need one.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Good luck.
All right. Bye.
Yes, sir. Bye.
All right. Well, there you go. That was me on the phone with Parts People helping. Yeah, how frustrating. Anyway, I figured it was worth a phone call. That was the company parts-people.com sending me parts for Dell whenever possible. Yeah, so they make a business off selling extra parts directly from Dell. I guess they're just in the next town over from Dell's headquarters in Texas. But this machine, I don't know how much of that you heard. He was kind of sounding like he was talking through a pillow. But anyway, the little pin in the receptacle for this particular machine, this is Inspiron 15-3000, it's splayed apart. So I don't know if you heard where he was talking about how the multiple pins that make up that center needle, if he jammed it in, and one of those pins hits the outside part of the barrel where it plugs in, well, I think that's what we're really dealing with. Heck. And of course, I've seen this issue before, like I was talking about. This happened just a few weeks ago. Similar, basically the same issue, but with a different model. She jams it in there, it breaks the circuit, short circuits everything, basically. Let me get him on the phone and figure out what he wants to do. Let's see. Do 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 do. Wait a minute. He wrote down his physical address, but not his phone number. Hold on. Let's see. Why would you do that? That's weird. This customer, I told him to write me down his phone number. Oh, frustrating. Okay, let's see if I have him in here. Zoo doo 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 doo. Dude, he did not write his phone number down. He wrote his physical address. Yesterday. No. What is his phone number? I can't call you back if you're not going to write down your phone number, dude. Yeah, that's a problem. All right, let me go back to... Oh, man. Okay, what I'm going to do... is go to Ring Central. This is a cool thing about Ring Central. My 855 number records. So I'm going to figure out... I can't believe it. When I asked this customer to write down his phone number, he physically writes out his physical address. Like I'm supposed to make a house call or something. Here, let's see. Solutions. Let me log into my... If you've never been here before, my name is Chris. I am the South Bay Tech Guru, and I film a lot of the work I do here at the shop. I am a computer repair technician here in Los Angeles. I do this live specifically to invite you to interact with me. I do invite you to either give me a call at 855-434-8787 or show up in the YouTube chat and say hello. All right, so I'm digging around through my recordings here of phone calls since my customer here chose to write down his physical address instead. Let's see, what day was he here? I think we did this order Friday. Let's see here. I gotta figure out.
This call is being recorded. If you do not wish to be recorded, please disconnect at this time.
Chris.
Chris, I just spoke with you. My name is Melissa. May I bring in, should I bring in both laptops?
This call is being recorded. If you do not...
Okay, that's not him. Let's see. I cannot believe he physically wrote down his physical address. Jude. I'm not seeing his name on the caller ID either.
If you do not wish to be recorded, please disconnect at this time.
Hello, this is Chris.
Yes, sir. I was calling to see, do you guys do screen repairs on...
That's not it. Let's see.
This call is being recorded. If you do not wish to be recorded, please disconnect at this time.
Hi, this is Chris. Hello. Hello. Hello, this is Chris. Well, that was a no-go.
Hi, thank you for calling GetDismissed.com.
All right, there we are. No. Okay, hello. Let's see here. Do.
This call is being recorded. If you do not wish to be recorded,
I'm not seeing in his caller ID here.
At this time.
Hi, this is Chris.
Chris, this is Susan. You had helped me buy a laptop a couple years ago.
Let's see, that's not what I need. I cannot find.
This call is being recorded.
Come on.
If you do not wish to be recorded, please disconnect at this time.
Hi, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris. Do I have South Bay Tech?
Yes.
Hi, how you doing?
All right.
Just quickly, I've got Lavono. It's a
There we
lower
go.
level laptop. Long story short, I have 365 on it, and there's a Trojan clicker that's on the computer.
Yeah.
And I've tried to get it off with the advanced system Microsoft has to scan. It said it removed it, but it didn't.
This call is being recorded.
That's not the call. Dude, what number did he call me from? When I tell you to write down the phone number, that doesn't mean I need your physical address, please. Well, let's see. I can't, and he's in a hurry. Oh my goodness. Do 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 do. What day did he get in here? Oh, let's just check my what day was that? That was Friday or Thursday? Let me see. Let's go to Parts Dash People. All right. So let me see what day. Was this Thursday or Friday that he was here? Let me log in. Let me see what this last order was. Was this Thursday or Friday? Because that'll tell me when he called. This is why I record my phone calls. I could not believe he physically wrote down his address. That's just weird logic. Why would you do that? Okay, your website's a mess. Come on. Just show me my orders, my account. All right. View order history. Do 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 do. 15. Why is my order? Well, that's weird. Do I have two accounts? Come on. Do 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 do. You know what? Check. Let's see. Let me check my mail for the receipt. Parts. Let's see here. December 16, yes. Okay. Hold on. 16, 16, 16. Yeah, why is he not showing up on the 16? All right, 16, 16, 16. Alrighty, let's see.
This call is being
The name he
recorded.
put on this caller
If you do
ID
not wish to be recorded, please disconnect at
is
this
not.
time.
Hi, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris. I was calling to see, is this Technology Guru?
Yes, yes.
I was calling, do you guys do iPad screen
No, I don't.
replacement? Or?
Okay, that's not it.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, how are you?
This call is being recorded. If you do not
What number
wish
did
to
he
be
call me?
recorded, please disconnect at this time.
Hi, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris, do I have South Bay Tech?
Yes.
Hi, how you doing?
All right.
Just quickly, I've got a Lavono. It's a lower level laptop. Long story short, I have 365 on it, and there's a I get a Y too. Yeah, no, I understand Y too.
Yeah.
What's your fee for that?
I can do it if you get it to me earlier in the day. I can do same day service, and then my flat rate for that is $150.
Okay, all right. I got a few things I need to run here. What are your hours today?
I'll be here until about 6.
Okay, you're not too far away from me. And other
Yeah,
than that, it's
You have my Redondo address?
Huh. What number did this guy... Why the heck did he not... Why? Oh, that's so frustrating. He's in a hurry for his laptop and he didn't give me his phone number. He physically wrote down his exact physical address. Oh my goodness. And his email. Well, at least I can reach out to him by email. Let me do that. Okay, so... Let me write him an email. Actually, his handwriting is not very easily read here. Gmail. Where's my plus button? Here we go. Compose. N-A. There we go. You wrote your address, but not phone number. Please call about your Dell. What annoying. All right. That's weird. I don't have his recorded phone call. I don't know if he called me from a block line or what. Anyway, my name is Chris. I was just on the phone with partspeople.com. And they gave me a few tips on how to possibly get this thing going. But it's a no-go. I tried to reseat all the extra parts. And what we're theorizing is that the receptacle on the middle of the power cable, there's a needle. And it's made of several pieces of metal. I'm guessing he jammed it in the power plug back into the plug, and it made contact with the other at the exterior of the barrel or the power plug, and now we're stuck because he short-circuited the motherboard. So that's pretty much it. Show up live. That is why I do my repairs live. I am trying to attract you to show up, say hi, give me an interaction. If you just want to have a chat, that's fine. You want to say hi in the chat and make other friends, that's fine. Also, call me live, 855-434-8787. Show up when I'm live, that's great. Otherwise, you'll have this recording. Sometimes these conversations get fairly technical and become valuable to others. So I'm going to take off, 855-434-8787. You know what I can do? Before I take off, let me see if my friend Patrick is here. Nope, he's out. All right. Anyway, yeah, Patrick was going to call me again because we were going to revisit his Wi-Fi connectivity issues, but he's not available. So I'm going to have to wait for my customer to respond to my email because he somehow decided I needed his physical address, which is just weird. He physically wrote out his physical address both times on his power adapter so it doesn't get misplaced or mixed among others, and on his laptop, he physically writes out his physical address. How frustrating! But at least he gave me his email, so I have a way to. I now have a timestamp attempt at reaching out to him. So unfortunately, I just don't have any other way to get a hold of him. That was frustrating. I didn't think to look and double check that when I said phone number, I didn't mean write out your physical address, but that's exactly what he did. All right. If you've never been here before, I am a full-time technician from Los Angeles. I go live to film the work. I do invite you to show up, say hi in the chat. Give me that phone call, 855-434-8787. If I don't answer the phone, you can leave a message. If you want to schedule a time to go live and do some remote support, either by phone or if you want to take a camera, we can do a FaceTime call, and you can point that camera at your issue, and I can see about getting you going again. There we go. That was a big mouthful. Show up, say hi. If you want someone locally to get some free help, I am available to do remote support. 855-434-8787. Show the video to anyone who might take advantage of this. Have a great rest of your day. I go live whenever it makes sense. I was trying to do a schedule, and it doesn't necessarily make sense. Excuse me, I'm dying here. Yeah, I used to try to do a schedule, but I can't necessarily stick to that schedule since I get called out to do house calls sometimes, and I get people showing up randomly at the door here. And if it makes sense, I'll take that conversation and show it live here. 855-434-8787. If you can catch me live, that's the most value you're going to get from me. Otherwise, you're going to get the recorded phone call or the recorded action of me doing live repairs here on the desk. Alrighty. Okay. Is there anything else? I guess there's nothing else to do since I can't get a call from Vic here. This is his computer that we were on the phone with partspeople.com. They are my primary source for Dell parts. They are not aftermarket parts. They are OEM parts. I guess that company makes a business off of selling those parts directly after. Well, they take the bulk extra parts from Dell and they resell at the retail level to me. They buy on volume and then they sell me as an individual part and make their bucks that way. So, if you've never been here before, I'm just a full-time IT tech who occasionally films the work. All right, I'm going to take off. I don't have anything else to offer you right now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I got to put that old. What did I do? I took the hard drive out of an old all-in-one, USB'd it to the new all-in-one, dragged the stuff over, and now he's got all his stuff, and now I got to go put that old hard drive back in his old gateway machine. What else do I want to do? That'll be it. I'll call him and let him know that he's ready to come over, and I'll help him reinstall Office and reconfigure Outlook. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah. Oh, yes. My mind's all over the place. I'm going to take off. I've given you everything I can offer you for now. If I have something else that comes along my table later today, I'll come live again. If Patrick becomes available, we'll probably have a chat about his Wi-Fi that we talked about earlier in the last video. I'm going to take off right now. 855-434-8787. If you've never seen me before, I am just a full-time IT guy who gives away the work live. 855-434-8787. Show up in the YouTube chat and say hello.